Most soil doesn't die overnight, it loses life gradually. First the earthworms disappear, then the crumbly texture collapses, and eventually the ground becomes compact, dry, and resistant to both water and roots. This kind of soil doesn't need fertilizer, it needs biology. But, many gardeners hesitate to compost on site because traditional composting involves turning, management, and often a lingering smell. What if there was a way to restore soil health without any of that? No turning, no odor, no piles to maintain. That's where the cardboard and mint stack comes in, a surprisingly powerful soil rebuilding technique that uses common materials to reactivate microbial life, attract worms, and rebuild structure naturally. This simple method creates a slow-release composting system directly on top of the soil, generating humus right where plants need it most. And the best part? It's set and forget, odorless, and works even on completely dead ground. Cardboard is more than just a brown papery material, it's a carbon powerhouse. Soil organisms, especially fungi, love the cellulose and lignin in cardboard. As they break it down, they form fungal webs, worm tunnels, microchannels that improve aeration, carbon-rich humus. Cardboard decomposes slowly, which means it releases carbon over time instead of all at once. This creates a long-term food source for beneficial organisms. It also acts as a weed suppressant, moisture retainer, and temperature stabilizer, all crucial when reviving soil structure. Fresh mint, yes, the same kind that grows aggressively in gardens, brings unexpected benefits when combined with cardboard. Mint repels pests like ants, gnats, and certain beetles, suppresses harmful microbes while allowing beneficial ones to thrive, releases aromatic oils that break down safely and leave no compost smell, acts as a nitrogen source, balancing the carbon-heavy cardboard, and stimulates worm activity. Worms just love decaying herbs. While mint spreads invasively when planted, it composts beautifully, the oils dissipate quickly, and the leaves become a fast-acting green material. So, the system works by creating a layered sheet mulch that actually composts right in place. Microbes and earthworms, they work their way upward from the soil and downward from the mulch, and they sort of meet in the middle. This whole structure, it traps moisture, helps stabilize temperature, and really encourages bacterial and fungal colonies to flourish. Over the course of weeks and months, these layers just break down into rich humus, and you don't even need to turn or stir anything. Step 1 is to prepare the area. You'll want to remove only the tallest weeds. Short vegetation can actually stay since it'll decompose right under the layers. If your soil is extremely compacted, you can loosen the surface lightly with a fork, but honestly, this step is optional. Step 2 is to lay down wet cardboard. Soak your cardboard in water until it's nice and pliable. Wet cardboard, it smothers weeds, sticks to the soil surface, and becomes easy for worms to chew through. Just make sure you use plain brown cardboard without any glossy inks. Step 3. Add a thick layer of fresh mint. Just scatter chopped or whole mint, stems and leaves right over the cardboard. A layer about 1 to 3 inches thick works best here. This will release nitrogen, create a gentle antimicrobial effect, help prevent the cardboard from becoming anaerobic, and, it'll also mask any odors from decomposition. You can use spearmint, peppermint, chocolate mint, any variety works just fine. Step 4 is to add additional organic material. This part is optional, but honestly, it's pretty powerful. You can use things like grass clippings, dried leaves, compost, straw, or even unfinished kitchen scrap compost. This gives microbes more variety and really speeds up soil restoration. Step 5. Cover everything with another layer of cardboard. This sandwich design traps odors, prevents flies, stabilizes moisture, and creates a sealed environment for slow composting. Plus, it encourages worms to move between the layers. Now step 6. Water thoroughly. Moisture activates microbial activity, but don't drench it. Just moisten the stack. If conditions are dry, repeat watering every 2 to 5 days. Week 1 through 3. The soil wakes up. Worms begin tunneling into the mint, the cardboard softens and darkens, and you'll notice these fine fungal threads appearing right under the top sheet. The fresh mint starts to shrink as its oils dissipate. No odor should be present. Mint mass microbial activity. Week 4 through 8 brings a biological explosion. The cardboard begins to tear naturally, worm castings become visible at the soil edges, and the mint decomposes fully as microbes consume the remaining lignin. The soil underneath starts to darken and loosen. Between months 3 and 6 you'll notice something pretty remarkable: humus formation. Just lift a corner of the cardboard and wow, you'll see black sponge-like soil, clusters of worms, a visible crumb structure, and roots reaching deep down. At this stage the soil is officially alive again. Traditional composting piles, well, they heat up and break down materials quickly, but the finished product always has to be added to the soil by hand. With the cardboard mint stack though, composting happens right on top of the soil. That means nutrients stay put, worms pull materials downward, and the soil rebuilds itself layer by layer. No turning is needed, and honestly, there are no odors or pests to worry about. It's really the closest thing to set it and forget it soil restoration. This technique is just perfect for clay soil, sandy or depleted garden beds, places where grass refuses to grow, compacted ground, new garden beds, or even zones damaged by chemicals or construction. And, it also works exceptionally well in raised beds. After 6 months, most of the cardboard will be gone, and the mint disappears entirely. What you're left with is rich, dark humus, restored microbial networks, excellent moisture retention, improved root penetration, and plenty of earthworms. The soil becomes springy, fertile, and just full of life again, all without ever picking up a compost fork.